fireest setup. But because I haven't used the light in ages, you know, the light just dipped out on the plug. Yo, 1212 0800 yo fam, what's good, what's popping? The first ever live episode of this podcast. Let's go.
Yo fam, what's good, what's popping? Yo fam, what's good, what's popping? 0800 yo fam, whatever in it. Yo fam, what's good, what's popping? Yo fam, what's good, what's popping? 0800 yo fam, whatever in it.
0800 yo fam, what's good, what's popping? I am Khalid Omari and I operate 0800 yo fam. The podcast has been going for, I forgot when, probably 2019 or sometime around that. And I've just been doing episodes ever since. Jumped into the Twitch world to start streaming beats and whatnot. I've got another page, Where Is KO? That's where I do like the beat making and whatnot. And I thought, you know what? I'm fed up of just doing audio only podcasts. Let me just put together some bits of equipment that I've got and try and achieve a live version of 0800 yo fam, whatever in it. The key takeaways or methods why I wanted to do that is simply because I need some video presence out there, and also, to be honest, like, I'm too good just to be on audio, innit? Anyway, this podcast has taken quite a journey over the years. I started out scripting, reading stuff from whateverinnit.com. They were more of the sinister sides of what I was doing. So you've got things like Need a Mint on there, whatever in it, all of that stuff. But yeah, like I said, there is no set agenda for this podcast. It is the first live streamed and filmed one, and I'm still recording audio into Logic. I've tested it to see what it sounds like, and hopefully it sounds good. If you're tuned in, give me a sign. You know, if you know me personally, text me, at me, whatever. Yeah. Let's talk gadgets first. So over the weekend, I bought a camera by a brand called Insta360. The camera was the One X2, and I bought it because it had a 360 camera, and when I was making beats and I wanted to stream, I wanted something where I can get all of my equipment in one shot. You know what I'm saying? Like everything, literally everything. I wanted to get the drum machine on machine. I wanted to get the lights. I wanted to get, you know, my vinyl in the background, my American football, my 11 COVID tests. And why have I got 11 COVID tests? Well, if you have been following the podcast since 19 how long, you'll know that 2 podcasts ago, I told my story about COVID-19. And yeah, I've been on the bounce back ever since. But now I am back stronger than ever. But anyway, the one problem I found with the One X2 camera is it can do loads of creative stuff and whatnot. In terms of the resolution of the camera itself, it was split between the 2 cameras. So when you drag it into some editing software, it looks mad downscaled, and it doesn't give you the same kind of resolution as it should have had when I was watching all the YouTube clips. You know what I'm saying? So I've pretty much tried everything. Alright, I was just testing out the stream there, but I tried everything in my power to get on with this camera. I had it for 24 hours and I was really going to town trying to record like time lapses, hyperlapses, 360 videos. I tested out a live on Where Is KO, and I was just showing you around my creative space and whatever and testing out angles, but I just never cut the mustard. When you go into the software for Insta360, it's just a load of convolution. It's like, you know, I was sold on the premise that all I had to do was tap a button and move things around and whatnot, but no, it's not like that. There are no tutorials online. I was not going to go out of my way to make a tutorial because, quite frankly, it's not my job to figure out your camera. It should just be seamless. I mean, take for instance, you get a Mac. When I moved from PC to Mac, I turned on the Mac, everything was in front of me. Before, in the bygone eras, if I wanted to do something on a PC, I would have to go through 20 million different menus. Now that is convoluted. That is hard to do. That is a long thing. And I ain't got time for it. You know what I'm saying? I do not have time to try and learn new things. I'm not gonna lie. you know. That's probably one of the reasons I wouldn't buy Fruity Loops or haven't committed to something like Ableton Live, because to learn something at this age is long. I'm not gonna lie. I've tried learning Spanish for 2 years and it's a mad thing as well. But yeah, we move. And I'm really sipping tea. It's not a gesture. It's definitely not a gesture. I'm really sipping a lovely cup of tea. And an XXX is not for anything explicit. It's pretty much for Amsterdam. I got this on my first trip to Amsterdam. No, or second. I can't even remember. I think it was the first. But yeah, to be honest, on that trip to Amsterdam, I probably should have copped the I should have copped one little marimba thing. It was a metal one, nice and small, and it made some sick sounds. That's what I should have copped, you know. But for 20 euros, you know, the end of the trip, the last day, just going through the market, trying to get the weed lollipops and whatnot, I was like, boy, you know, man ain't trying to spend 20 euros on this little xylophone thing. You know what I'm saying? But I guess that probably isn't the right attitude to have. I should have just backed it. But anyway, so I've gone through the X2 Mark II, and then yesterday evening, just after 24 hours of it arriving at my house, I just boxed it up and was like, fuck this. Then I started looking into the GoPro Hero Max, or the GoPro Max, and again, it didn't do what I wanted it to do. Like, I had a super duper dream of what I wanted these cameras to do, and it's like, you know, it let me down. I was watching YouTube video after YouTube video, and it still wasn't doing me any justice. Like, I'm someone, I just want to do a plug and play, you know what I'm saying, and just do the thing, but it just wasn't working for me, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my story with the cameras. So early hours of this morning, I've just ordered a DJI Osmo Pocket 2, the creator combo, and that is arriving, I don't know, at some point within the next 3 to 5 days, which is a long thing, but I blame the political situation, because currently, for some reason, people of Great Britain voted to come out of the European Union, which means more extortionate import taxes. Like, it's a mad thing. I bought a bag, yeah, from This Is Never That, which is a Korean brand. Dope little messenger bag and whatnot. This was right before I caught COVID. And I had to pay something like £40 to get that through customs. Like, literally. They wouldn't even give me the delivery details until I paid the fee. I was pissed. You know, I thought I was getting a bargain because it was the Black Friday sales, but it wasn't. It wasn't a bargain because it ended up costing me around about the same price if I bought it brand new. You know, that's the sagas. But yeah, anyway, the DJI Osmo Pocket 2 is just gonna take longer to come to the house. And one concession I've made is it can't be used as a webcam. So it's not like the One X2 that can be plugged in and used with OBS. It basically can stream straight to Twitch, straight to Facebook and wherever, and with RTMTP or something, RTMP, it can be streamed to enough different services, right, by connecting to the phone. But I had to buy an additional memory card, so it didn't come with a memory card like the GoPro Hero 9 would have, or the One X2 would have. I had to buy that separately, and that ended up costing me probably around about £500. But it's a good camera because it has the gimbal on the top, and it keeps its stability. And also it's good in low light. Anytime I'm looking through these cameras, I'm like, what does it look like when it's dim lights? Because you can see the environment that I'm working in. A lot of the time, you know, it's gonna be dim lights if I'm making beats or whatnot at night and stuff like that, or, you know, when all of the restrictions kind of free up and we can travel again. Like, I would want to do time lapses elsewhere. Benefits of getting the creator combo is that it comes with like some extended rod that you put on the bottom of it, where you can connect a wireless mic that comes in a box with it, a tripod as well, like loads of different accessories. So I thought it was good to get that rather than buy them all separately. So I'm going to test that for about 10 days, and if it's whack, you know, that's getting returned. Because quite frankly, when I set up today, I realized that, you know, my 12 mini camera is doing justice. At the moment, my setup is a Joby tripod, which I paid around about £75 for, and it's trash because it's not really stable. I've got the 12 mini with the flash on that's giving me additional light, and I've just plugged that into OBS, and I'm using Logic to record the podcast. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we're doing 2021, you know, and I'm hot because I put the heating on. Now everything just heat up, and I don't know, I probably got to wrap this up real quick at some point because I'm sweating. I've got a hat on as well. It's just not doing me any justice right now, but there you go, you know, first live streamed podcast. And the great thing is that I changed my shock, man. I think this is the Rode MS20. I got this a couple weeks ago, and what this allows me to do is I can get rid of all of the other bits that came with the original windshield and the pop shield with the mic. So it looks really good for broadcast purposes. Nothing really gets in the way of when I'm talking. So I never had this in mind in terms of recording like this over Twitch and streaming a podcast live. When I first kind of purchased it, I just thought it would be good that I can read from the screen if I'm reading a script, and I'll be able to record at the same time. And the sound quality is banging too. You go? One sec. Hold up. Yeah, quick intermission. Just had to go and... What, ain't you finished yet? I don't even know what level this is operating at now, to be honest. Yeah, I'm just gonna end it and see what it sounds like and all of that. Sure, man.